watched the pool go shiny again. Paid for it twice with the same old pen. Then they came back with the cartoon grin, like, let's do the damage all over again. We all pitched and now here's the joke. Taxmen pay while the vandals choked. You can't fix mad with the spray can flex. That's a tiny tantrum with the giant bill next. And they thought that'll get him. Man, that's rich. All you did was hand the country another repairman check. How does that hurt Trump? How does that hurt Trump? You broke a pool, not the whole damn dump. How does that hurt Trump? How does that hurt Trump? We pay the tab, then you kick the bump. How does that hurt Trump? Tell me now. How does that hurt Trump? We sat through Biden's long, slow ride, kept our heads down, let the clock unwind. So why's it a crime when we ask you back to act like grown folks, not a tackle pack? You toss your rage in the public square like a raccoon in a folding chair. Then you call it righteous, call it art. Looks more like chaos with the glitter heart. And you post your proof like a victory dance, but the joke's on you in the same old pants. You smashed the thing and called it deep. That's a kindergarten nap with the felony sweep. How does that hurt Trump? How does that hurt Trump? You broke a pool, not the whole damn dump. How does that hurt Trump? How does that hurt Trump? We pay the tab, then you kick the bump. How does that hurt Trump? Tell me now. How does that hurt Trump? If common sense had a county fair, you'd miss the turn and end up there with your sign-up sheets and your moral itch, still yelling at a puddle like it owes you rent and hitch. Maybe count to 10, maybe take a seat, maybe quit picking fights with the concrete. 'Cause every little stunt you stage just buys a new